digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll throw them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Study every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of the server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. iRacing glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. TV. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen, and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. You know you ready for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On Leadfoot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Rubbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Hawaiian drive, that's what it's for. From the sins to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On Leadfoot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts bound, hear the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On Leadfoot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to coverage of the Northwest Racing Series Spring Division. We are live once again at the virtual Knoxville Raceway in Iowa. Mr. Jeremy Stanley, I'm Wesley Outland, and Tracy Brown from Leadfoot TV, who you normally see during the coverage of the LFRL Late Model Tour on Sunday night on LSRTV, is producing tonight for our executive producer, Charles Wooten. Jeremy, what do I say, buddy? We're getting ready for heat racing. 8 drivers locked in from qualifying, just like in the truck race on Monday. We're ready to go for ARCA on the dirt here at Knoxville's Clay Oval.
Here we go. Yep, looks like 9 entries on this heat race number 1 here. And let's do it, man. Monday was exciting. I thought that was a good race overall. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this ARCA stuff now. ARCA on dirt. Can they do better than trucks on dirt?
Take a look at the starting lineup. I'll give the lineup for heat number 1, and Jeremy will give you heat number 2. So I mentioned 8 drivers have already locked themselves in from qualifying. Seth Cooper and Troy Daggett will make up the front row in the 98 of the 99. Then it's Roy Grande, followed by Kyle Matthews in the 11 and 34 on row 2. Row number 3 will find Travis Barnes, the truck winner and the ARCA winner last week. He won at Gateway, and then he turned around and won the truck race here at Knoxville on Monday night. He'll start on row number 3 along with Dylan Matthews. Ron McLeod, Dana Rogers in the back, and it looked like William Fletcher might be a scratch. 8 drivers ready to come to green. 10 laps. If there is a caution, the yellow flag will not be displayed. It is 10 green flag laps. This will set up the inside positions for the big race for 100 laps coming up later tonight. Here comes the pace truck with the lights off. This is the Northwest Racing Series Spring Division, ready to sling clay, Jeremy. We're green at the box. Green is out. We're underway at Knoxville.
Here we go. Troy Daggett, I thought he was going to miss the corner there a little too much. Keeps it off the 90, but then Troy is going to get loose. Saves it somehow as we go 3 wide. Roy Grande in the middle here. 0-10. Mr. Travis Barnes on the inside. Outside. Going to try to make some moves. That's the 34 of Matthews. So it remains 2 by 2. Couple rows deep here.
Tell you what, one of the things I'm noticing already right out of the gate, Jeremy, is that these cars are so much harder to handle than the trucks that we saw from Monday night. But nonetheless, they're 2 in.
2 laps in here, the 98. He was pretty fast overall on Monday and no different here in the ARC stuff. Already got a 10-car length advantage over Travis here. 1.3 is the gap there. Before you see 3rd place Kyle Matthews and Dylan Matthews. They're taking up 3rd and 4th place on the tower so far. A little spaced out in this heat race.
Yeah, this is heat race number 1. It's right now we watch the inside lane. Here comes Barnes on the bottom. Remember, whoa, the 4th place car got really loose for Matthews and Grande there for just a second. But Travis Barnes down on the inside as all this happens now. For 3rd and 4th, all this goes on with Cooper in the lead, and we're closing in on halfway completed. 4 down and 4 to go.
Just like that, here we go. Watching the race leader clearly out to a 2.1 second lead. Just class of the heat race number 1 here.
Let me apologize, Jeremy. I think I said 8-lap heat races. I'm sorry. We're now coming to halfway. It is a 10-lap heat race. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. I'm sorry about that.
It is okay. I figured that was the case, but I was gonna let this one play out first to make sure that Mr. Tracy Brown had his numbers correct here on the tower.
It is 5 laps down, 5 remaining, and the man out in front right now is Cooper. Seth Cooper, there he is in the Tide Menards Chevrolet SS off the wall there. Working through the half mile here at Knoxville perfectly. He's coming down to the line. Start finishes in his sight. He's looking at 3 to go here.
Looking at 3 to go real quick. Just like that. No incidences through this race. Good little battle here. Oh, Troy just missed the corner there. Once you lose the rear end, Wes, you have to lift and you have to just give up the whole corner there. That's what Troy had to do. Backed it down a couple car lengths. Goes wide here off this corner number 4. 2 laps to go.
Yeah, laps winding down very quickly here is Seth Cooper already right now hitting his marks perfectly in the number 98 machine. Cooper now way up high, holding on to that spot. Here we come for the line. The white flag of the air presented by CRN. We are CRN 1 to go. Final lap as it is Seth Cooper working his way down the back straightaway, holding on to that position. Nobody's going to be able to catch the Tide Menards Chevrolet. Here he comes, working off turn 4, back in front of the massive crowd. Flag to flag, caution-free heat race at Knoxville for ARCA. Heat number 1 goes to Seth Cooper. Second spot's going to go, of course, to Travis Barnes. Kyle Matthews third. Troy Daggett fourth. Then it's Dylan Matthews, Ryan McLeod, Dana Rogers, Roy Grande, and again, we had one driver of William Fletcher not starting the race. That's the way they finish in heat race number 1. Heat number 2 is now getting gridded, and if you're watching, just coming on the air, this is the final preliminary of the night, and then we're going 100 laps next. Jeremy, you got the lineup, brother.
There we go. Lineup for heat race number 2. We're going to find the 333, Mr. James Vining, second place. You're going to find Mr. John Ottenbacher, third place. He'll be Brian Barnes, and you got Ray 4 in there. They're sitting P4. Fifth place will be Gary Nichols, Ron Hunter in P6, Devin Matthews in 7th, and Frank Harris. Got to round out the final position for heat race number 2. 10 more laps to go before we get to the main.
So there you go. The field will begin to roll. We have another 10-lap heat race. Hey, by the way, I want to say thanks to everybody that's watching on LSRTV, your home for sim racing. And we want to send a big thank you to Tracy Brown and Leadfoot TV. Hey, by the way, don't forget the LFRL Triple Crown is this Sunday night. The best drivers of the National and American Division after their 10-race season now will battle for the bragging rights of being the overall Triple Crown champion. Races at Stafford, Martinsville, and I think, what is the next one? I think it is Kern County will be going on in the next 3 races. So Kern County, Stafford, Martinsville, that is where they will be, and we will have coverage beginning this Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Now, that is an hour later than usual, and of course, we will have it on Leadfoot TV and your home for sim racing, LSR TV. Late models, 20 of the best drivers, Jeremy, will battle for the Triple Crown. Should be fun. We like them late model cars on iRacing.
Late model stocks are a blast. A little bit tight for my liking personally, but I can drive them pretty well. They're pretty fun. So a lot of fun overall. And here we go. We're gonna have a green flag this time around here, I do believe. Here we go. Pace truck down. 333. Mr. James at the throttle, and with a crazy start there, really big launch there from James. Gonna quickly space this thing out over a second and a half, almost over John Ottenbacher, who's now quickly playing catch up.
And we're underway. Let's see what will transpire now as here comes John Ottenbacher on the inside. He'll lead the opening lap. That's the, of course, driver, the number 89 machine from Billings, Montana. But look at the Catman right now. James Vining having the opportunity to lead the early laps of heat race number 2.
Yeah, he's quickly being gathered up. All right, Mr. Brian Barnes here in car number 4, running slightly lower than James here overall, and it seems to work. This track has not slicked off by any means just yet, so the inside still has a ton of grip momentarily. You see how clean the surface is. No slick spots even after the first heat race. And just like Monday, they reset the track state, so it's a fresh track up through this heat, and then it's going to remain the same way as they get to race.
And as we get closer and closer into the racing itself, then you'll see the track begin to rubber up and build character, and you'll see the craters, and you'll see the ruts and the blackening of the surface begin to set up, obviously. Right now, we're watching these guys continue to work their way around the corner with Vining in the lead. Barnes second. That's, by the way, Brian Barnes. And there is Ottenbacher currently in third. Now, remember, everybody goes to the A-main for 100 laps, Jeremy, but the fact of the matter is the way you finish, if you can advance your position and improve, the better your starting position will be for the feature.
That's right. And so these positions do matter. And it looks like Brian was going to make a good attempt at getting past James, but then he's backed off to 1.2. Look at the gap here. It was a lot tighter in the trucks on Monday. These ARCA cars seem to have maybe a little more tougher time around this dirt surface at Knoxville. Just these 7 cars alone have a 10-second gap almost between Ron Hunter in last, James Vining in first. And a lot of space here still to be had. 4 laps to go. James just running this race super clean, just like Cooper did on the first one.
Yeah, what a solid run right now for these guys as they work their way back for another lap completed. Already 8 laps completed or 7 laps completed. Closing in on 2 remaining, and it is Vining in the lead. There's Barnes right now in second, trying to set his sights in on the Catman. James Vining, though, leading the way. 2 to go at the line.
Top 2, 6.5 second lead over third place, John Ottenbacher, who has slipped back quite a bit here. Barnes has some moments where he can really gain some speed, but looking at, getting loose there, ramping the berm up there on the inside corner exit turn 2. He's going to give up more time to Foreigner. Here we go to the final lap. Can there be a position change here in the final?
Yeah, white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go. Normally the CRN 1 to go. Final time for Vining the Catman. He'll work his way off the corner. Checkered flag is out. And the Catman, James Vining, will win heat race number 2. What a job for the driver there. Getting a heat race win, probably one of the biggest accomplishments of his career, getting a heat win here with the series. Very quickly, we are going to grab our heat race winners if we can very fast. Of course, we are looking for the drivers of Seth Cooper as well as James Vining the Catman. If we can track James Vining in, we'll bring him in as well and get his thoughts on the subject, as I believe we got Seth Cooper right now. Seth, it's the broadcast booth. Congratulations, man. I know we got a 5-minute warm-up before the 100-lap race. What's your take on winning heat race number 1, sir?
Hey, Leslie, how you doing, man?
That was awesome.
One at a time, guys. One at a time. Go ahead, Seth. You're first.
Sorry, yeah. Thanks, Wesley. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, these are a lot harder to drive than the trucks, man. I'll be honest with you. They're real floaty. You got to be on top of your game. I'm hoping, last week Monday we had a fast truck, gotten a little bit of damage. It ruined the race for me. I'm hoping we could keep our nose clean this year or this race and get after it.
Yeah, good stuff, man. Awesome job. Super clean. The Tide machine out there keeping clean. Pun intended for that. But what's the chances, though, of passing some cars now in the main?
I think we got a good chance. Like I said, honestly, I'm just trying to keep my nose clean. A top 5 would be great tonight. I'm hoping for that. Anything else would be a plus, man. We're just going to keep it clean and get after it.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the thoughts of Seth Cooper. He was the Heat 1 winner, and now we will bring in Heat 2 winner, the Catman, James Vining. James, I got to say, this is probably one of the biggest accomplishments you've had in a while for the Northwest. What a run out there, man. I'm taking your liking to Clay here at Knoxville.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry for butting in. I'm so excited I didn't even know what I was doing there. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good, brother.
I love dirt. I started racing here dirt. I never did pavement until somebody talked me into it. Yeah, this is fun. This is awesome because I think it's the first thing I've ever won in Northwest.
Look at that. Win number 1. Even if it's just a heat race, we're going to count it. He's excited. And all right, now we got to fight more than just 7 other cars out here. What do you think you can do to up your position and have a good, solid finish tonight?
Well, some of these guys I didn't get practice with, but the ones I did, I can run a little bit better on the outside than some of them can. And I'm kind of used to how the slickness feels. So I hopefully, not trying to sound too cocky, but hopefully I can pass them and get in front. Hopefully.
I don't think that sounds cocky at all, buddy. Man, what would it mean to finally get a win here in this series?
I probably have a hard time with the interview. I'd probably be crying. Seriously. 7 years I've been here and I never won anything yet, but I've tried.
Well, buddy, we appreciate your time, Jeremy. Good luck in the race.
Thank you, guys.
They will start in positions row 5, 9, and 10 after the top 8 that made it in from qualifying. That is, of course, Seth Cooper and James Vining, the Catman. Hey, listen, our commercial-free coverage of tonight's race has been brought to you by Race On. Race On live or on replay for demand coverage of all of your favorite dirt pavement events going on throughout the Deep South region of the United States. Get yourself a subscription and subscribe today to raceon.com. And again, commercial free. We're not racing any time. Jeremy, you ready to go 100 laps?
It's time, man. Let's see it.
Not
I'm
taking
ready.
any time off whatsoever. No commercials. We're going right into racing, ladies and gentlemen, and it is about to go down. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to introduce the starting lineup for the Knoxville 100 here for the Northwest Dirt Nationals. On the pole, it's a family affair with Dan West Jr. and Devin West on row number 1. Father and son starting on the front row. Row number 2 will find Clifford, Toby Ritter's the Daytona truck winner, and the 21 of Tyler King right there to the outside of the Beaver State Racing, number 21. Row number 3 on the grid, you'll see the driver of Paul Newton in the number 27 to his outside, ready to pop into view any moment now. Whenever he does, there he is. It's the Dairy Queen Blizzard time from Puyallup, Washington's Sean Brightsman. Row number 4 on the grid, Ryder Shiflett and the Black Rifle Coffee Company, number 2, and celebrating over 500 starts in the LSRTV, number 24 for the Northwest, Billings, Montana driver Jeff Stabnow. Row number 9. Or row 5, starting 9, Seth Cooper, James Vining. Those are your heat race winners. We'll go halfway through the grid. It'll Travis Barnes and Brian Barnes on row number 6. Remember, Travis Barnes won Gateway for ARCA last week, and Jeremy, he was the Truck Knoxville winner here on Monday.
Rest of the field, you got Kyle Matthews starting in 13th place, and to the outside there, John Ottenbacher in car number 89, P14. Troy Daggett in 15th place. In row 8, Ray Four in there in 16th. 17th, you'll find Dylan Matthews and Gary Nichols to complete row 9. And then for 19th and 20th, you'll find Ryan McLeod and Ron Hunter. And then you got Dana Rogers in 21st, Devin Matthews 22nd, and Roy Grande Jr. completes the 23-car lineup for this 100-lap main event at Knoxville.
23 drivers ready to battle for this race. Again, that will be 100 laps. 100 laps the distance. Stage break lap 35, and then they'll race to the finish to lap 100. 6 sets of tires, no fast repairs, 2 attempts at a green-white checker. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The field will look for green this time by. We're underway. It's time to go racing at Knoxville.
Green, green, green. Here we go. Go through turn 1, turn 2. I don't see any contact here on the opening start of this race. Very clean top 4 to 5 go single file here. 2.5 seconds back, and we got a little cluster here. Travis Barnes on the inside. James almost makes contact. We stay clear of any wreck through lap 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race, and already we are underway. A little late on shooting off the pyro, but that's okay. And we got trouble. Caution out. Got a car over there with a problem on the racetrack. We'll find what happened here.
You're not seeing it initially what happened. Oh, contact. Brian Barnes, James Vining.
Oh, wow.
No, he was so excited, Wes. So excited to get this thing going, and gets hooked in the right rear there. Doesn't look like too much damage, thankfully, but that's going to set him back a lot.
Yep, caution will come out for, of course, a couple of cars getting together. That's a tough break for James Vining. They'll put us under the yellow flag for the first time in this race. Reset and try again.
Yeah, great start overall, though. Just that one little miscue there. You heard it in the for the heat winners. This car is a lot more challenging than the truck, so you gotta get your foot down. You gotta just kind of weather it a little bit, and then when the track starts to slick off, West, that's what I'm really curious. If it's tough out there now, do these cars go to the wall really quick, or do they? What do you think they do?
I think it's all about the handling, right? And we can already see from the 2 heat races we've watched so far, the handling of these cars are so different than the trucks, right? And we're noticing that the cars want to actually drift more up into the wall than we saw the trucks do. The trucks more wanted to hang on the bottom of the racetrack. These cars want, even if they're on the inside lane, they want to climb to the top.
And they might just do that. They might get to the top way sooner than what they did on Monday. Here, we're going to go green flag in the next lap. So lap 6 will be the next, or the first restart of the night. 5 and 55 still leading the way. Ritter's in third, Newton in fourth. Sean Breitzman is your top 5. But I want to see the 333 get back to it. He was so excited. This might be his first attempt at anything here on dirt. Anything at LSRTV to pick up a checker flag. He's looking forward to it. And it looks like the car's actually pretty clean there, Wes.
Yeah, we'll watch them now as they'll work their way back inside the restart zone. Back underway, green flag. The Northwest Racing Series Spring Division underway. Green flag back out here at Knoxville. Want to send again a big thank you to our buddy Tracy Brown, my good friend, for filling in for executive producer Charles Wooten. He's got technical issues in Texas at the main LSRTV broadcast studios, and they could not get the race to be done live if it wasn't for the help of Tracy Brown being here. So we appreciate him being up to do it. It's now down the back straightaway. It is West, it's Ritters, it's Breitzman, it's Newton, your top 5. And look at that gaggle of traffic. 3 wide, 2 rows back in 2.
Shiflett up the middle here, 3 wide. Brian Barnes able to clear Tyler King and Ryder as he gets to turn number 1. Passes the 2 and 21 there. Very cleanly for that matter, as we say 2 wide here. Mid-pack. Ryder staying to the inside of Tyler. But Tyler's got something on that outside gripping early, West. 3 wide again. Breitzman at the top's going to clear Newton and Barnes this time.
Yeah, that could have been very chaotic as now Newton almost in the fence. He is in the fence. Seeing him poke out of view now again, losing ground on everybody else. Look at now Ritter's going after Barnes. This is for 3rd.
Great battle on back here. A lot of 2x2 racing still to be had. Way more racier than it was in the heat races. As we're focusing on your top 5 right now, here's 3rd place Travis Barnes. Now here's 5th and 6th place. A few drivers on back. Brian Barnes here, of course, in number 4. Trying to make things happen on the inside as Breitzman and Tyler King really widening out the surface on lap 10. Caution for the 2nd time this evening on lap number 11. Oh,
got a yellow flag here. Let's find out what happened.
And the 96 and the number 8. Oh my. Wesley, this is what happens. They get in contact, and these cars in dirt, they have no grip, right? They can't just turn the wheel off each other, and they gridlock, and they just slide all the way up to the outside wall. Gary Nichols in car number 8, 96, Devin Matthews just come together and can't separate.
Yeah, a couple of cars getting together there, and
some more.
That's the end result of what just happened. Yep.
Sean Breitzman stacks it up a little bit. John Ottenbacher backs it down. Slight nose damage to the 46.
And we're to the 2nd yellow flag of the race right now after that incident that just happened there. Get everybody back going, and we'll be ready to go back to racing here in just a moment.
A little race recap here for the first 12 laps. We're going to restack them up again here, and I'm going to keep going 2 by 2 by 2. Looks like Mr. Vining's going to take the wave around there on the outside. Going to get his lap back. Going to put himself on the lead lap now with 18 other drivers. He will get to the tail end here before they go back to green flag. All right, let's see how races they get on this restart. We know what the top 5 are going to be doing. It's the 5th through 10th. That's really just been the focus point and where the incidents have been happening. Pace truck down, throttles at the ready, late restart box because start finish lines all the way by turn number 1 and green flag.
Yep, back underway. Back to racing again as we go back down the back straightaway.
Oh, no, Ryder Shiflett right to the wall.
And, oh boy, hang on to. Ryder Shiflett riding the wall in the 6th position. There he is in the Black Rifle Golf Company cars. Now Seth Cooper down to the inside. Gets a pass on him. All this going on again as they work back into the corner.
How did he keep that car going? He was on 2 wheels, wall rode the thing, literally. And now he's still competing right here. Here comes the 34. Dylan Matthews on the inside. Slides. Oh, and Paul Newton's going to have to overcorrect. Seth Cooper slaps the wall just a little bit with his right rear. 2 by 2 by 2 through this portion of the track right around 10th place.
Three wide for just a moment is now Cooper in the middle. Paul Newton almost checking up there, almost bouncing off the wall. Somehow he got away from that car.
I think for the first time tonight, the whole field single filed out. 17 laps of 100 have been completed as the leader gets to the quote-unquote racing line here to start lap number 18. West versus West, half a second gap for the 2 leaders.
So far, it's been the West-West show. It's now Barnes trying to split them up now. As that's Barnes now going to 2nd. Keep an eye on Barnes' car. There he is. And another yellow flag will come out of the racetrack. Caution will wave.
Let's see what happens.
Is it Devin West?
No, don't tell me it's James Vining. No.
Oh, wow.
He's just going to get loose, Wes. Overcorrects just a little bit. And then when that car sets to the right, you're done, bud. Oh, it's actually throttle. It looks like on that view, his wheel is kind of straightened out a little bit. Too much throttle. We're going to go a little VHS rewind here. See if we can kind of see the wheel here. Through the pylon.
Yeah, I think they're trying to say that Dana Rogers and James Vining.
Oh, yeah, too much throttle. He revved up. The wheel was straight, maybe slightly even left. And that car just hooked right. Too much tire spin.
So the caution will come out over the racetrack. Still a long way to go. 20 in of 100 laps in this one here tonight for the race on dirt. Knoxville Raceway. We are just in 20 laps of this race. Remember, this will be a 100-lap feature. There is 15 laps to go also in stage number 1.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification. This is the Community Radio Network, WCRN, 87.9 FM, Clayton, Garner, Smithfield, North Carolina. Proud to be in the USA. We are CRN.
Back here at Knoxville on a Thursday night. It is the Knoxville Spring Dirt Nationals. Jeremy Stanley, I'm Wesley Outland. Tracy Brown filling in for Charles Wooten. Race number 4. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, we're off next Monday and Thursday night.
Yes, we are. Don't catch us live next week because we will not be here taking the week off as the LSRTV, and we're going to take a break as Northwest takes their break for the week. And here we go. Pace truck down, 55, and not the 5, but the 0-10 of Brian Barnes takes 2nd place here on this restart attempt. Goes right to the bottom, right to the back bumper of the 55, trying to get at the stick and keep pace with Dan West Jr. 2/10 is the separation there. He's hanging on tight, Wes.
Trying to stay in that spot right now as they work their way again back down into the corner. And all the while, Travis Barnes. Well, trying to get after the leader. Not going to work. Caution out again. 4th one of the race here at lap number 24. Look at this. We're going 3 wide. Stab now. Oh, my goodness. Got turned. into the Kyle Matthews car, and more cars wrecking there. Wow.
Back it up a little bit further. It was a tight 3 wide there. Not sure if this is due to anyone's fault. Oh, this stemmed back a half a lap prior. 24 got shifted out. Got put into a 3 wide situation.
It sure did.
Tight exit here. And then yeah, just got hooked. So close quarter racing this past lap. Ultimately sends the 24 and the 34. Oh, then Troy Daggett gets clipped hard by the 96. He's gonna lose his whole front clip.
I don't want to say cautions breed cautions, but it feels like that, doesn't it?
They do. They absolutely do. You can absolutely say that, man. It is the most clicheist thing to say in racing, but it's also the most truest thing in racing. Restacking a back up, brings them all close quarters, and that is the product.
Only 4 cautions so far in this race. Remember, lap 35 will be the stage break, and that's just under 10 laps remaining.
Caution laps ticking down pretty quick. Going back to green flag on lap 28. 0-10 still holds second place momentarily. Had a great attempt to maybe get underneath the 55 on that last restart. Maybe you can try it a little bit deeper into turn number 1 this time. Try something a little bit different. Maybe go to the top. The inside lanes starting to show the slick surface underneath. You see it right there off the light reflections. So let's see if the 0-10, Mr. Travis Barnes, maybe goes up to the top like we see in the 46 and a couple others do. A green flag back in the air here. Lap number 28 underway.
We will come back to green with about 8 laps remaining here. Stage 1 comes out. Caution, lap 35. Stage points up for grabs. It's something new the series is doing this year. As right now, Barnes trying to set his sights on Dan West Jr. Bumping, banging, gouging, King and Barnes going at it there in the 21 of the 4, while the 55 and the 10 are now fighting for the lead out of turn 2. Turn 4, excuse me. I hate these camera angles at Knoxville.
Yeah, it's kind of tough to figure it out there 100%. As they're off of turn number 4 this time. Seth Cooper, Brian Barnes made contact a lap or 2 ago. They're still battling as the race lead is under fire. Travis Barnes, 0-10, wants to be the second leader of the night, and he's running the bottom, Wesley, to get there.
Certainly is. Under 5 remaining now. Look at the middle of a West sandwich is Barnes. Father West in the lead. That's Dan West Jr. Then you got Barnes in second. Moving around lap traffic, trying to run down Nichols in 8. That's the orange and white black car. Up ahead, the 8 car. Give room. Whoa, Barnes way high.
Nichols on the outside wall. A little bit of wall glue is going to give up quite a few spots doing such. 5 and 0-10 now moves up to the second and third lanes, just above the slick part of the inside of this track. 32 laps completed. You see the 5 there, Mr. Devin West trying to run down Dan West Jr. as he gets around the 0-10. Now look at him, he's into the looser stuff up there, up in almost what you would call highlanders. Oh, the 34 Kyle Matthews slow on the straightaway this time.
All this happening now as we move into the final lap. Final lap of stage number 1. Out in front, Dan West Jr. Devin West now clears by Barnes. The West family. Start of the front row. They'll get back for points. Highest points, 10 and 9. In first and second. Here they come out of 4. Coming down to the line. Stage 1. Give it to Dan West Jr. from the pole. top 10 across the scoring loop, and the caution will be displayed. And there it is. End of stage 1.
Just like that. There we go. 55 of the 5 lead the way. The West Show on dirt on the West Coast, virtually on the central part of the country. So West, Barnes, Cooper, and Barnes again is your top 5 here as we get cycled back behind the pace truck.
Yeah, but a solid run right now for those drivers. Dan West Jr. obviously will lock up the stage. Devin West, Travis Barnes, Seth Cooper, Brian Barnes, top 5. And then, of course, the rest of the drivers will be Tyler King, Toby Ritters, Paul Newton, John Ottenbacher, and Ryder Shiflett. Right now, the 10 drivers that'll get stage points from 10 points for first to 1 point for 10th on the racetrack.
Should be getting the 1 to go signal this time. And virtually no tire wear happening around this track, even in the slick stuff. So you're not going to see anyone come down for pit road unless it is for some type of an adjustment or damage. You see the 8 car, Mr. Gary Nichols, he's going to get a wave around there, going from 3 laps down upwards to 2 laps down. If he can catch another couple cautions, he will be in that spot to get back on the lead lap with the 18 of the drivers. Here we go, 2 by 2 by 2, 1 lap to go, and Seth gets inside the top 4 here with a little bit of blinky there. Getting set up behind the number 5, Mr. Devin West. All right, can Seth capitalize on some clean air here?
Yeah, see, we were told that it's going to be a 100-lap race because that does not allow pitting. So there will be no pit stops unless they get crashed out or go for damage to repair their cars. We're back to green.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Just shy of the fuel mileage. So we can do it all the way. No pit stops required if they don't want to. Tyler King hits the wall a little bit up over. Goes the right side tires. Oh, as Seth Cooper clips Devin West, he's able to save it. Great job there. It doesn't lose too much time. Travis Barnes dives it deep. Going to slide in front of the 98 of Cooper. Does he try the crossover? It looks like he wants it. Gets slightly into the slick stuff. Can't hold it on exit, but keeps it just enough to keep it right at the left rear of Travis. But Travis is ultimately going to take the spot.
And look at this 3-car battle continuing for the top position and not done yet. Unbelievable. Coming off of 4. And now a father-son battle about to begin. As here comes West. Holding off Barnes. Trying to, for that matter. And now you got Seth Cooper poking into view. Heat 1 winner. Now trying to get into this fight as they work into the corner.
Staying green flag here. Great racing for the top 3, and then 4th through 7th are nicely tucked into one another as well. Oh, as Devin West goes right to the outside wall. Gonna get a great diamond effect. Look at the speed he's gonna get over the 0-10 of Travis Barnes. Clears him into turn 3. He's gonna slide it right back up to the outside. And Dan West Jr. is losing some speed to both Travis and Devin. And now he's got to fend off 2 cars, this time on lap 44.
Time running out as we're closing in on halfway in this race. In about another handful of laps, it'll be lap 50. We're already in that second stage of the race, 55 remaining now. That's all the while this battle continues. Top 5 cars on the conga line now as they work the back straightaway nose to tail.
Great battles right here. Seth trying to come through one car really slow there on the bottom. Gonna stay away from any cautions at this time. That's the 07, Dana Rogers. Slow. He's crawling, Wes. I don't think I saw any damage either. He's just logging some laps down there, deep in the infield portion. But still, Travis separates himself just a little bit. Dan West able to keep the race lead momentarily, as there's some hungry guys that are closing in, like these two right here.
Three wide for the lead. This time the West family stuck up on the top side. Barnes on the bottom cannot get the clear. He'll have to reset, start all over again. Cross flags are looming.
Almost side by side off of turn 2 this time. Crosses over. Travis going to go deep. He's going to slide. Can't get in front of the nose of Devin West. Door to door off the corner. Turn number 4. And here we go. Lap 50 underway. This is the last lap of the first 50% of this race. And these guys are duking it out like it's the last lap.
There will be cross flags coming up here. Now, 50 laps down, 50 to go here as West is the leader. West in second. That's Dan West Jr., Devin West from the pole, starting first and second. But like James Vining's car, drop into the inside, way off the pace again with a tough break for the Catman, falling out. Barnes, Cooper, King, Ritters, Barnes, Newton, Shiflett, Daggett, top 10 with 50 to go, under 50 to go now here at Knoxville.
He's going to use the hill at the inside. Almost Devin West has to alter his racing line through turn 4 rather, to not get hit by the 0-10. And here comes Travis, gets the nose over Dan West for the first time. We're side by side for the race lead. Seth bringing it in here to make it a 4-car battle. We're 3 wide for the race lead. Oh, Gary Nichols is going to have to make moves for the 5. He clears them. No contact. And Travis slides in front of the 55 Dan West for the first potential lead change of the evening.
Yeah, what a job there. And Barnes, by the way, if you're doing the math, Barnes is trying to go for 3 in a row. 3 Northwest wins in a row. He went to victory lane at Gateway in ARCA last Thursday night. As boy Seth Cooper gave a shot to the left rear quarter panel of the pole man of the 55 of West. Got him sideways. Now this allows Devin West and Barnes to go to the high side. Lap traffic up in the way of the leaders now for Ron Hunter and Moore. This is trying to lap 16th and 15th place of Hunter and Fortier as they work their way back down the back straightaway. And when all this happens, going back into the corner, we mentioned the driver Barnes. He won ARCA at Gateway at Worldwide Technology Raceway last Thursday night. He followed it up by winning the dirt race for the trucks here at Knoxville Monday night. And Jeremy, he's trying to be the first man to sweep the Northwest Spring Division this year. He leads with 43 to go at the line.
Solid effort so far. He's got the overall speed if he can keep the consistency up, which is going to be tough as this track continues to slick. But here we go. 6th caution out for the evening 5 Rex Plus stage. And we're going to see where this one ends up being at on the track. Looks like 34 Kyle Matthews, possibly the one. And we're going to cross in front of the 89 of Ottenbacher as the 89 goes up, 34 goes down. Contact, turn 2. And that's going to be your 6th caution.
Another yellow flag. Man. So caution out again. There you see what happened to John Ottenbacher. And I believe the other one is was that Matthews in 34? I think it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, what a tough break for Matthews' car. Let's look at it again. As your replay. All right, not wasting no time. We'll get ready to try to go back for a restart. And Jeremy, I got to say, man, these guys have put on a really good show here, man. We're already closing in on 40 to go. What a race tonight.
The race lead, the top three, almost 4 cars, and then right behind them, it's been a great battle, but we've just been focused on the main part of it because that's for the race lead. There's been a couple of exciting battles almost the entirety of this race. This has been a show, man. They're trying to outdo the trucks on Monday. I think they're exceeding so far. Let's hope we can keep this momentum up for the next 40 laps.
Yeah, they certainly are. Let's see what transpires as we'll get ready to go back for another restart. That's right now, side by side, the front row will be 40 laps to go. Remember, caution laps count as well in this race. They counted caution laps to make the show go by quicker, but I'm very impressed with the run that these guys have done so far. Back to green, Barnes in the restart zone. Check it out from everybody here at the Ville, and we are back underway. Barnes, West, Cooper, King, all these guys knotted, wadded up in traffic. Look at this big gaggle, fight for the leader out of turn 4 for second.
Battle there, 3 wide momentarily goes back to 2 wide for about 5th place or on back. Travis with a decent launch. Oh, here's a contact almost, I think, between Brian Barnes and Tyler King. Into turn number 1, and Tyler's going to almost slide into the left rear of Toby Ritters. As he goes wide, 21 goes to the bottom. Troy Daggett in the 99. Trying to make some speed with no front clip still to be found on that car. As now we're looking at Seth Cooper, who is now currently slotted P2. It should be P3. They're showing P2 on the boards at the moment. Trying to slide in front of the 55. Contact. Left front fender. No harm, no foul.
Yellow flag. Another caution.
Another one.
Wow. Take a look at the replay. We'll find out what happened.
I'll back it up here a little bit. Oh, here we go. Ryder shift foot. Oh, that's happening in front of Ryder. Like the number 6. Dylan Matthews is going to be involved as Kyle Matthews, the 34. Actually, I think was the one initiated that one. Somewhere on the bottom, he got out of shape. Flex Dylan. Just like that, 7 cautions.
So, closing in on 35 remaining, and Travis Barnes is now the driver up in front, leading the way. Question I got to ask you, Jeremy, and do you think the West family might be hanging back, like maybe Dan West Jr. and son Devin are not unveiling, let's say, all their cards on the table yet because waiting for that last push to see what they can do to win?
I don't know if there's any holding back per se, especially not now. I mean, if you got it, you got it. You got to go for it. There's no saving tire. The track's just going to wear out, and it's ever changing. So if you're comfortable now, use your speed because the track will still change between now and the end of the race. And so I don't think there is personally, but if you are, it's go time now. Green flag. Back out here, racing into turn number 1 to 0. Oh, look at Seth. Crosses over the 55, Dan West Jr. 3 wide. 55 backs up just a little bit. There's still 3 wide. Toby Ritters bounces off the wall. Contact to car number 6. Dylan Matthews looks like they're going to keep it going. 3 wide to go. Brian Barnes is going to bounce off the inside dirt hill. He's going to slow up and allow Tyler King to get to the outside. He does it again, Wesley. He's going to slide. Almost makes contact. Caution, not part of this
Stay by the
Part of the
caution.
track.
That's all I got to say. Stay by
Oh,
the
man.
caution.
Brian was out of shape multiple turns in a row. This is gonna be, is it Ryder Sheffield again? Oh, crosses over Jeff Stabnow's nose, and for a loop-de-loo goes the 2.
There's that replay of what just happened here. Is ours. Who's hanging back? Who's your dark horse pick right now, if you will, Jeremy? Who you watching? I'll tell you, man. I think Ritters is the guy to keep an eye on, and he's in 8th position right now. So who you watching? Who you got?
Yeah, that's a pretty decent pick. Kind of eyeballing Tyler King. I think he has a decent chance to maybe crack the podium. I don't know if he has race-winning speed, but if he can catch maybe one mistake from somewhere up front, I think Tyler's in podium.
Ready to bring the field back to green here in just a moment. And we are 30 laps to go. Hey, by the way, don't forget to join us for Leadfoot TV and LSRTV for coverage Sunday night of the LFRL Triple Crown. It'll be something great to watch. The best drivers of the LFRL National and American Division from Season 5 will battle it out in a 3-race playoff format to determine who will be the overall champion of the Triple Crown. Coverage this Sunday night, 8 Eastern. That's 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Should be a good one. Emmett Crow and myself will be on the call, along with Mr. Tracy Brown, who's punching the buttons tonight for the broadcast. Here we come, back to green, 30 to go in the Northwest ARCA at Knoxville.
Jump here. Travis gets Seth Cooper looking to take second place away from Devin West. He's got a great chance here. Can he drive it deep into 3? No. Travis backs up turn 3, gets a super good launch off of turn 4. Contact, 598. Then here comes Seth, gonna try this whole slide jump. Makes contact. That was dirty, but it's gonna work nonetheless. Oh no, I thought Devin was maybe gonna hook the 98, but the 98 uses the tail to keep the position. That was some rough racing, a little too rough, but that was not the cause of the caution. We got the 9th caution out here, presented by somebody. We just don't know who just yet. I see a fender possibly in turn 1. Yeah, we're looking.
We're having some trouble trying to figure out what happened here.
Yeah, we can't tell if it was an admin throwing one or if there was a wreck on the track. I thought I saw a bumper laying in turn 1. Could not tell. Other than that, who might it be?
They're telling us that if we have to find it, we might have to hit the rewind button like an old school. Be kind, please rewind.
That's what I do. That's what I do at Nerd TV. We got the animation for it, the VHS rewind. It might involve this guy parked here. Let's take it back a lap and a half in moment in time.
Rewind,
Oh, it was
rewind.
the number 8. Yeah. Well, actually,
was
somebody up in
Nichols,
front.
yeah.
Was that the 96 that was caught up in turn 1?
Is that Matthews? Yeah,
Oh,
another
let's
Matthews. There are
Was it
3
96?
Matthews that run in our series, everybody. 3 Matthews run in our series.
Devin, Dylan, and Kyle. And this one, it's Devin. It's going to bring out this caution. Just whip and boop. 2 fenders secured on the front stretch, or in turn 1 rather. Going back to green flag here. Looks like they're 2x2'd up. Travis Barnes, Seth Cooper, front row, west-west. P3 and 4. Brian Barnes is your top 5. And my pick, Tyler King, P6. Pace truck down. Throttles out already and launching here for the next restart.
A 25-lap shootout, as Jeremy mentioned. Ready to go back to green. It's time to dig.
Oh, Devin West shuffles Seth Cooper with a little bit of retaliation, maybe. He got deep into turn number 1, inside, pushes the 98 up the track. He's going to take that position. Back to P2 goes car 5. Oh, Seth is going to wash. He's going to try the old slider. Does not work. 3 wide there. Brian Barnes deep in the turn 2 exit on the inside part of the track. Continuing to run the inside hill. Seth slides back to 4th. Dan West P3.
And look at now Ritter's on the inside. That was the guy that I told you to watch. He's up to 5th now. How about Cooper? A moment ago, he was up to 2nd. Now he's fell back into the top 5. But it is Barnes, West, and West right there. Tyler King is in there sliding and grinding for that spot as they are working all parts of the racetrack here now.
Working a lot of the field here. Right there, Brian Barnes in car number 4, right around 10th place, is having a decent battle still here. Paul Newton on his tail. Toby Ritters looking to progress around the number 6 of Dylan Matthews. 2 cars at the top, 3 cars at the top, 1 sticks to the very bottom. I think this is where a majority of the field is saying, hey, the grip's at the very top of the track. This is where I need to be. This will change when we get to within 10 laps to go. But at the moment, the outside is that line.
What a job by Barnes, continuing to hold on to this momentum. I'm just unbelievable. What a job he's putting on. And not backing down. And there's another caution, though. 10th caution of the race.
Oh, upside down turtle.
Uh-oh.
We got a turtle.
Matthews upside down.
First time this week. Kyle Matthews finds the wall, ramps it up. And there you go. Hit the full section of the wall. And that's going to be a 5-minute tow and some repairs. It's pretty much going to knock Kyle Matthews out of this race. Big shame there. I'm surprised we haven't seen one of those sooner here, Wes. But I've noticed this car in the ARCAs versus the trucks, when you hit the wall, these things ramp up the wall. The trucks didn't really do that. At least I didn't catch anything from Monday. So very more wall to car contact sensitivity in these ARCA machines.
Another yellow flag here. And we'll get ready for a restart. One of the things I like are these fast restarts now, Jeremy. They're not prolonged cautions like they used to be, right? I mean, get it cleared up, get back to racing, and that's what they're doing.
That is very true. That's exactly what's going on here. Quick cautions, quick laps. I'm glad they count the laps in these dirt races here at the Northwest. It's going to be 14 to go on this restart. Travis Barnes, you got the 2 West, Seth Cooper, Tyler King. Here's your top 5. And you got your pick there just hanging in the balance there, P7, Mr. Toby Ritters. Catches one more mistake up front, and he could get something potentially as Dana Rogers takes his wave around.
Side by side as we wrap up our 10th caution of the race. 15 laps to go. Remember, we do have 2 attempts at overtime if need be. Hopefully we can get a pretty lengthy, good green flag run and carry this one to the finish. Remember, we're off next week for Northwest. Coming back to green. And Barnes in the lead. 3 wide now. Cooper in the middle of the West family again.
Strong restart here for the majority of the field. Oh, Dylan's going to be hitting the wall a little bit here. Keeps it going. Drops back a few spots. Here we go. Devin West. Oh, he's going to use some wall glue, some Hail Melon. Momentum here off of turn number 1. Backs it down, gives the position back up on the track. Nicely done by Devin. Oh, Seth's going to try to slide again. Not so much this time. Dan West able to clear the 98 this time around. 12 laps to go.
Laps winding down. Ready to carry this one to the finish. Look at everybody now getting in single formation. And you know who really likes that? Mr. Barnes. Look at this, because nobody can get to him right now.
No, he's kind of setting his own standard at this moment in time. Caution for the 11th time is out here. We're going to try to find what happened on this caution. It looks like production crew. Mr. Tracy Brown has got it. And now it's Troy. Oh, smashing the inside wall. You don't see that happen too often here, Wes.
Yeah, watch this again here. Watch this. Newton and Daggett. Troy Daggett had a pretty quiet night until now.
Bam. Just destroys that inside guardrail. All but done is that car. I'm going to have a restart with, what, 7 laps to go. We might have one more caution looming. Let's see what happens. Travis has done a fantastic job restarting every single time as your race leader. I don't see anything different this time. You got to be kind of particular where you put your car on these restarts. If you do it right in the center of the track, you're going to have excess tire spin because of the slicked off surface. So you got to run real low, right below it. Or if you know you're going to run right to the top, maybe you start on the high side as high as you can. Or across the track. Maybe you go from low side to top side to avoid the slick area. Because that'll definitely lose you a couple tenths when you press the go pedal.
Phil will get ready to come to the restart. It will be 7 laps to go. Side by side, double file restart. Travis Barnes trying to win 3 in a row. His second back-to-back ARCA Northwest win. And he's trying to sweep the Knoxville dirt on trucks and ARCA. Here he comes. Back in the restart zone. Back underway. 7 remaining here.
Seth Cooper all by himself momentarily. 5 versus 55 here. Oh, he's going to ramp that inside dirt mound. Contact 6 and the 3. They keep it going straight here as they head off into turn number 3. Devin West finds himself in the guardrail once again.
But no caution. No caution. Will stay green. Look at this now. 6. Make it 5 to go this time by.
Seth Cooper, Tyler King getting really close. Brian Barnes trying to maybe go 3 wide. Trying to stick the car up on the outside. Contact, more contact. Tyler King somehow does not spin out. I thought he was going to get right to the outside wall. As we have the 5 laps to go. Brian Barnes, gets pinched there. Looking back at the 5, though. Keeps using that guardrail as a tool. If you got it and it makes you faster, then go ahead and use it. And he's keeping it to keep himself at bay with the 0-10.
4 laps to go. Anybody got anything for that driver of Barnes? Barnes is the man that is holding on to that top position.
He's on fire.
Up in front, I'm telling you. Devin West doing all he can on his might on the top side. On the bottom, Dan West Jr. Cannot get to him yet there, though. As laps are winding down, Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything for the driver of the 0-10, Travis Barnes, at this time. 2 laps remaining. And he's just got to hang on for a half a second lead. This is a good battle here. Tyler King on the outside. Brian Barnes on the inside. Battle for 4th and 5th. One car slow in the back. I think we're going to stay green.
Here they come, working off the corner. They'll look for the white flag this time by. The CRN one to go. We got baseball. We got softball. We've got racing all weekend long. But we are CRN.com and down the back straightaway for the final time. Pull out a hat trick, a broom. Hockey playoff season is here, and racing season is here as well. Hat trick win for Travis Barnes. Back-to-back at ARCA, and he sweeps the week in Knoxville on dirt for the Northwest Racing Series. It is Travis Barnes. He does it again. And remember all that talk, all that jazz, Jeremy, about, I don't really like this place. I don't like dirt. I think he pulled our leg. I really do.
I want to hear it. It's just, he likes his place. He's not going to tell. He's going to keep himself humble. I call shenanigans. I think he loves this place. As here we go. High five salute. Tearing them down here for the final time.
Absolute time, brother. Here we go. Oh, Tracy, it's time for the Northwest High Five Salute. This is how we be celebrating at the end of the night. No.
No graphic, man. No graphic. Just watch it in all of its glory. All the carnage.
Take it, savor it, enjoy it.
That's it. I think everyone else is done piling in.
Celebrate tonight, is it? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, Travis did drive away from it a little bit, but, you know.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the results here tonight at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Coming up, post-race interviews, Travis Barnes pick up the win. As I mentioned, he will sweep ARCA back-to-back and Knoxville trucks and ARCA winner. We'll talk to them. We'll talk to the father-son team of Dan West Jr. and Devin West on the podium in just a moment. Tyler King, Brian Barnes, top 5. Seth Cooper, Paul Newton, John Odenbacher, Jeff Stabnow, Ryan McLeod will finish in the top 10. 11th and 12th will be Ray Fournier and Dylan Matthews. Jeremy, you got the rest of the field lineup, or the rundown.
Yeah, Troy Daggett finishes 13th. Toby Ritter's back to 14th late in the going there. Kyle Matthews in 15th. Dana Rogers, P16. Ron Hunter finished 17th. Gary Nichols, 18th. Ryder Shiflett, 19th. Devin Matthews, the top 20. Then you got James Vining, Sean Brightsman, and Roy Grande finishes last in 23rd.
11 caution flags when the race comes to an end. It is, again, Travis Barnes getting the victory. Well, we have no commercials, so what we will do very quickly is pause for radio identification, and then we'll take you to the post-race interviews coming up next.
You're listening to the CRN Community Radio Network. We now pause for station identification.
Local radio brings people together like never before.
It's a beautiful hometown weekend out there. We've got
Your local stations keep you informed and involved with music, talk shows, and real-time news updates you can trust. We are live and local. We are America's broadcasters, connecting you to what matters most. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress to support your local radio stations.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Hey, we're back here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. By the way, quick reminder, Northwest Racing Series Spring Division for trucks and ARCA will be off next Monday and Thursday night. Just want to throw that out there so you're aware. And we'll return at the final week of the month of April. Let's go back to the action. I'm Wesley Outland, Jeremy Stanley alongside Tracy Brown, of course, on production, filling in for Charles Wooten. And let's grab Travis Barnes. He now has a hat trick. He won ARCA at Gateway last Thursday. He turned around and got his first truck win of the season on Monday night at Knoxville, and on this night he wins on Knoxville for ARCA. First driver to sweep any race week so far for the Northwest Spring Division. Travis, congratulations. What was more fun, driving the truck or driving the ARCA car tonight?
I'm going to say the truck was more fun. Thank you for the congratulations, by the way, there, Wesley. Appreciate it. It's been pretty good for us these past 3 races, so excited to be back up here talking with you.
Yeah, good stuff, man. That car was just fast. Took you a while, though, to get in front of the 5 and the 55, and at times even you had Cooper on the attack there. So at what point did you figure out the line that you were going to use to take that race lead?
I was just going anywhere I could. When the West guys show up, they're going to be the ones you want to beat. So that was the goal here. And tonight you saw it. They were running up front for a good little while, and we had a great battle there going to the stage break and then a little bit after that, but finally got around them. Did it cleanly. Didn't have to go into anybody for the most part, it looked like. Might have been a touch here or there, but it was fun nonetheless, and huge congratulations to those guys.
Well, Bud, before we let you go, man, please thank your sponsors, and can we see you continue this momentum as we have a week off next week and then come back for those other races? Obviously, as I mentioned, we take off next week, but then we come back to Texas.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. But before I go, I'd just like to thank Sean Jones up there in the Northwest, taught me everything I know. EBM, all my boys down here. Seth Cooper there was running up there. We were hoping for a little bit of a better finish for him, but brings it home in the 6th spot, if I imagine correctly. And everyone else down there, my family, friends, and you guys for putting on the broadcast.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is Travis Barnes. Again, he will sweep the races at Knoxville. Let's grab the father-son team, and Dan West Jr. will finish in the number 2 position. Dan, probably one of your best finishes of the year. You're taking this race. Started on the pole. Just kind of did the handling go away? Did the tires go away? Nothing wrong with a second place finish, though, buddy. Always great chatting with you.
You too, Wesley. I appreciate that. Congrats to Travis. That was awesome, man. Had a hell of a run there. It was totally clean with you guys up front. No, the old man came out in me. I just couldn't find that sweet spot. I was just not. I felt like I was kind of holding Travis and Devin up there when they finally got around me. It just rusty, I guess, Wesley. It just haven't been running enough laps. Haven't been putting enough time in. So, but had a blast. I mean, I did go back and watch a truck race and seeing Travis had won that, and so I was hoping he'd be here tonight. Looked like he was, pretty much dominated last night, and so it was fun to have him out there tonight. And I would say the dirt track races, I think, brings out some really good racing with some of the best drivers.
Congrats, man. Solid effort regardless, and it looked like it was a ton of fun out there. So just congrats on that. And looking back at it, man, do you think you would have chose a different lane, or do you think overall the lane you chose tonight was your preferred lane for your driving?
I think, I don't know that I really took the wrong lane. I just felt like that I wasn't smooth. I wasn't consistent, and the younger guns kind of took over on that deal. But, at the end of the day, I just feel like I need to, if I'm going to do this more, I need to put more laps in and be a little bit more ready for the next race. So, but like I say, at the end of the day, I have no complaints. I think that the racing up front was a blast. I couldn't imagine anybody in the top 5, top 6, complaining about that race.
Well, buddy, Dan, before we let you go, sir, please thank your sponsors. Enjoy the week off.
Thanks, Wesley. Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks, Tracy. Appreciate you guys. Congrats, Travis. Congrats, Devin. Effective Web Solutions, Northwest Racing Series. Jeff and Sean for putting this on. All the committee group. Appreciate all you guys, and thank you very much.
There you go. There's Dan West Jr. He will finish to the number 2 position. And finally, we'll grab the driver that finishes in 3rd. Behind him, of course, that is the defending ARCA champion and son to Dan West Jr., Devin West. Devin, follow the same sentiments. Always enjoy grabbing a word when we can. Your take of this race and finishing on the podium, Devin.
Yeah, it's nice. Nice to be back after just missing the last 3 races and get back out here with everybody. Yeah, it's definitely been a while since I've driven any dirt on iRacing. I really just don't run the series anymore nowadays. And I feel like Knoxville, from last time I ran it, was much, much different. The cushion up top the last 15 laps, just non-existent. I mean, it wasn't non-existent, but definitely a lot more tamed down. I hit the wall every single corner in the last 10 laps trying to find that thing, and I just could not find it. So, like Dad said, congrats to Travis. He was very fast tonight. Definitely, I don't think I had anything to get around him at the end there. So, it was a fun race, though.
Yeah, I was gonna make a mention about how many times you actually were using that tool up there, that shiny silver tool, the guardrail, to keep you in bounds there. I guess you were hunting for that cushion that never was to exist, but was your car just naturally just sliding too much? Were you carrying too much speed in, or what was the deal of that consistent contact to the outside wall?
Yeah, I felt like these cars are just so long in the back that I sometimes get that retired to the cushion. The rear quarter panel just was banging anyways, banging the wall. There's kind of a fine lines run there, and I feel like in years past that cushion really would build up quite a bit. You can almost slam into that pretty hard. And tonight, like I said, when you're running behind a guy on a track that's kind of a high side type of track, it's hard to you can run a guy down, but you're not going to pass the guy. And that was the case tonight. I feel like Travis, I wasn't even running him down, let alone passing him, but trying to just find someone else to kind of get around him. Trying to find that cushion, and it just, like I said, I'd go into the corner and try to send the car out a little bit, get that cushion, and it just would not catch. So, and then I just kind of got tired a little bit, I think, just kind of running some laps and just kind of messed up quite a bit. So, like Dad said, though, it was great racing. I wish we did more dirt stuff as far as like actual dirt racing this series goes or in this league goes. I enjoy it quite a bit, but yeah, it was just a fun night.
Well, Devin, always enjoy talking with you, buddy. Thank you for your time and enjoy the week off.
Yeah, I just got back, so I don't really want a week off. That's all good. I just, yeah, shout out to you guys. You guys do a great job in the booth every single week. The production is always great as well. So I look forward to running that or watching that back. And then shout out to Jeff and Sean, and when they put this league on, they do a great job. So thank you, everybody.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the thoughts of Mr. Devin West. So, of course, Devin West, Dan West Jr., 2nd and 3rd, and the winner going for 3 straight wins in a row, 2 weeks in a row now for ARCA Northwest. That is the driver of Travis Barnes, sweeping Knoxville. As we mentioned, we are off next Monday and Thursday night. Hopefully you can make your plans to enjoy a week of rest, and then we come back with round number 5 of the Northwest Spring Division for trucks and ARCA at No Limits Texas Motor Speedway. Jeremy Stanley, enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the week off. We'll see you in 2 Mondays from tonight, sir. You're taking Knoxville.
Loved it, man. I actually kind of agree with Devin West. Let's bring some more dirt into this thing, whether it be ARCA or just a series. That'd be fun to watch. And thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it.
As always, you can follow the Northwest Racing Series on the world of social media, Facebook, and everything else at LSRTV at CRN Sports. Want to send a big shout-out also to our buddy Tracy Brown, Lenny Brown, Landon Brown, everybody with Leadfoot TV and the Leadfoot Racing League for stepping up here tonight and handling the production for our executive producer, Charles Wooten, who was not able to do so due to some technical issues, not on his part, but we still made it happen. Want to send a big thanks, as always, to everybody at Leadfoot, at LSRTV and the Northwest Racing Series with Sean Breitzman, John Annenbacher, and of course, Jeff Stabnow and Charles Wooten. For Tracy Brown on production, for Jeremy Stanley, this is Wesley Outland congratulating Travis Barnes, sweeping Knoxville on dirt. Enjoy the next week off. We'll see you in 2 weeks at Texas. Good night.